Rowan Spirit's in. Henry's Air's in. One to go. Queen of Cash walks in. All in. Set. They're off. They race away, just rearing a little bit. Kristaliev missed the kick. Good start by Henry's Air, also away well, tucked in behind the pace in the green jacket Captain Louis. And deep of those Rowan Spirits showing plenty of dash. Queen of Cash is also prominent in the pale jacket. It's Henry's Air who shows the way narrowly towards the inside of Captain Louis. 3 deep Queen of Cash and 4 deep the grey horse Rowan Spirit. 3 scoops next towards the inside, heads another wave of 4, followed by Gothic Chick, then Kristaliev trying to make up a little bit of ground from the slow start. Spinner Wishes next in the field as they begin to take the turn back towards the home straight. Jamaica Grande is running very wide. Into the straight they come. Henry's Air towards the inside, followed through in second place by Captain Louis. 3 deep is Queen of Cash. Then down the centre, Rowan Spirit. Couple of lengths back to 3 scoops, followed through by Kristaliev. Down the straight they come. Still a wave of 4. Henry's Air towards the far side of Captain Louis. Queen of Cash working hard. Near side, Rowan Spirit is also kept going. Down towards the final furlong and a half. Rowan Spirit towards the near side, the grey. Queen of Cash, the pale jacket, kept going from Captain Louis. It's Rowan Spirit on the front end as they go inside the final furlong. Queen of Cash trying to stick on towards the far side. Rowan Spirit kept going by Graham Gibbons as they race inside the final half. Rowan Spirit by a neck to Queen of Cash, who's back for more. Rowan Spirit just might have got there to Queen of Cash, Henry's Air and Captain Louis.
Photo finish, photo finish.
Two to go. He's So Cool and Pendle Lady are the 2 out of line. Last one's going in. That's it. All in. 6 furlongs in front of this field for the nursery. And they're off, and He's So Cool has walked out of the starting stalls and has lost it by many lengths. So through the first half furlong, Aqua Sulis, Silvers, Romana, Cravat, they are the front 3. They're being followed by Tight Lipped in the lime green jacket, Clarkson in mid-division in the yellow and green colours, Pink Jacket and Middleton Flyer. Further back to Pitt Rivers, chased by Musical Valley. Pendle Lady's getting outpaced, but that one a mile clear of He's So Cool. So they make the run towards the final 3 furlongs or so, and up front it is Silvus Romana and Aqua Sulis, these 2 with the pace by about a length to the darker green jacket of Cravat. Tight Lipped in the lime green to the inside. Middleton Flyer trying to stake a claim on the wide outer. Pitt Rivers is currently in mid-division there in the blue and maroon colours. They run now inside the final 2. Silvus Romana, Aqua Sulis, followed by Tight Lipped, Cravat angling to the outside, coming 4 deep. Further back to Middleton Flyer, chased by Pitt Rivers and Musical Valley, and now they run down towards the last furlong. Silvus Romana is still the leader from Aqua Sulis. Tight Lip making progress. Cravat down the outside. Pitt Rivers not getting the run of the race. Aqua Sulis Tight Lipped in the clear, but Silvus Romana's still in front and wins. Silvus Romana's won it. Tight Lip ran on for late gains, and these were followed by Aqua Sulis. Musical Valley was in the mix in the photo with for the places. Alongside that one was in the dark jacket Pitt Rivers and then Cravat.
First, number 10, Silvus Romana. Second, number 4. Third, number 9. And the 4th horse, number 2.
Going forward. Stall 6, couple to go. Celtic Sixpence, the last one to go forward for the Dave Leach Had Style handicap. They're all in and they're off. 6 furlongs the trip for the Dave Leach Had Style handicap. Celtic Sixpence is out smartly in the white and green colours with Miss Holly Go Lightly in the diamonds. Just behind them is the grey in the blue and red colours Rowan Spirit. Towards the outside of that trio on the right we have Pippa's Gift in the pink and blue. Diamond Blue races in white and blue colours near side. Rudderkin well back beforehand, his last but one, and I'm Not Bitter is the back marker. But Celtic Sixpence leads narrowly on the right. On the left is Pippa's Gift. Between runners Miss Holly Go Lightly, and extreme left is Diamond Blue, and just in behind them towards the far side of the group, Rowan Spirit. Rudderkin's in touch behind them as they continue to race up the centre of the course. Still, it's Celtic Sixpence who leads the way for Jamie Spencer. Travelling strongly out in front, leads by a length. Miss Holly Go Lightly shaken up. Diamond Blue goes well enough near side with the white blaze. Punched along behind them is Rowan Spirit trying to get on terms. Then comes Rudderkin approaching the final furlong. Now shaken up in front. Celtic Sixpence has the lead. Diamond Blue's driven. Rowan Spirit looks a threat, trying to challenge as they make their journey inside the last. Rudderkin stays on behind them. Celtic Sixpence joined by Rowan Spirit. Diamond Blue close up with Rudderkin as they race towards the line. Rowan Spirit and Celtic Sixpence battling it out to the finish. Rowan Spirit, Celtic Sixpence came on the far side. Celtic Sixpence and Rowan Spirit very, very tight between them. They're clear of Rudderkin, and Diamond Blue was also close for third. Then Miss Holly Go Lightly, I'm Not Bitter, and Pippa's Gift who weakened.
Photo finish, photo finish. Here is the result of the photo finish for first place. First, number 4, Rowan Spirit. Second, number 1. Third, number 5. And the fourth horse, number 2.
Chepstow Stampede here on the 13th of November nursery. They're off and racing. And from the stalls, the noseband of Silvus Romana is amongst those prominent. Armiger, and between the pair, King CL and Worth in the first-time headgear. So the outside flank cutting out the early running, and Worth in the headgear is very free on the front end, leading from King CL, who's in second place. Silvus Romana is now back in third. Jay Cunningham is already being ridden along towards the rear of the field. Mid-division for High Five Prince in blue and white, just ahead of Emma Jean. Armiger's now back in sixth place in the red and yellow colours, ahead of Balm and Jay Cunningham. So Worth is ensuring this is a good pace and is stretching 3 to 4 lengths clear. And Louis-Philippe Buzzland's just content to let the horse run along here. Silvus Romana in second place, disputing that position with King CL. Armiger and Balm are both staying on, notably Balm in the blue and white colours, and then Emma Jean. So Worth leads, a furlong and a half to go, still 2 lengths clear from Silvus Romana, and not too much getting in it from behind so far. Emma Jean staying on, Balm flattening out on the run now, and still Worth's in front, but Silvus Romana is now beginning to organise a challenge on the far side. Worth, who was keen early, being picked up by Silvus Romana. Has Worth got anything left? Silvus Romana breezes on by, and Silvus Romana a chance ride for Tom McLaughlin. Runs down Worth, but the two of them were a long way clear of Emma Jean, who was third. Tight for fourth then, King CL, but a late progress from High Five Prince.
First, number 4, Silvus Romana. Second, number 5. Third, number 6. The fourth placed horse, number 1. The full result of race 4, the Chepstow Stampede here, 13th of November, Nursery Handicap Stakes. First, number 4, Silvus Romana. Second, number 5, Worth. Third, number 6, Emma Jean. The fourth placed horse, number 1, King CL.
Racing at Wetherby this Friday handicap. And in the early stages, Bay of Fire's Deliberation, and on their outside, Me and My Shadow are the first 3 to show. Rowan Spirit settles in fourth, just over a length behind the leading trio, pursued by Cool Rhythm and Black Anis Boa. And the last 2 as they head towards the end of the back straight are Crimson Knot and a rather outpaced Bel Bayardo. Deliberation on the outside of Bay of Fires as they race inside the last half mile, matching strides. A length and a half ahead of Rowan Spirit, who races just third on the inside of Me and My Shadow. And that quartet are 4 lengths clear. Cool Rhythm is a detached fifth at halfway. Black Anis Bower back in 6th position and labouring in front of Bel Bayardo, and Crimson Knot is last and well behind. This time they're migrating towards the stand side, led by Deliberation under Julie Burke, but the grey Rowan Spirit is moving up to challenge as Bay of Fires drops back a length behind. Down the centre of the course is Me and My Shadow. Cool Rhythm is beginning to stay on. Rowan Spirit has got to Deliberation over a furlong out, and Rowan Spirit under Graham Gibbons now drawing away from Deliberation. Me and My Shadow and Cool Rhythm are giving chase, but as they race well inside the final furlong, Rowan Spirit is keeping on strongly and will go on to score from Deliberation, beaten a length into second, tight for third. Cool Rhythm, Me and My Shadow involved, and they were clear of Black Anis Boa, who never landed a blow.
First number 8, Rowan Spirit. Second number 2. Third number 5. The fourth horse number 6.
And waiting out the back, Silver's Romana and Muska. Silver's Romana, daughter of Holy Roman Emperor, the sire of the sprint winner Bergini. Last in, Muska. Ready, over a mile. The Mousetrap Challenge Cup fillies handicap, and they break away from the gate. Silver's Romana breaking out pretty well in the noseband with a Muska to the inside. Juba is 3 wide in the early stages from No Compromise, and back on the rail in the orange and yellow jacket is Cockney Rhyme. So through the early stages, and pretty close up front with Silver's Romana in the noseband, just behind him Muska. Juba is wide of the field. No Compromise is sheltering behind the front pair, and then Cockney Rhyme continues up the inside. About to swing the right-hander, a long sweeping bend, and Muska and Richard Hughes lead to Silver's Romana and Tom McLaughlin. Ujuba to the outside just looks a little bit keen in the hands of Neil Callan, and still out wide of the field. They may well come across towards the stand side again, as they did in an earlier race on the round course. Back on the inside, Cockney Rhyme now demotes No Compromise to last, but a very close up last. It'll be little more than 3 lengths between the field. Now where they're going to go up the home straight, and they're sticking more towards the far side, maybe coming centre now. Silver's Romana and Muska. On the right is Juba. In behind them, No Compromise, and getting a shake of the reins now is Cockney Rhyme. Heading inside the final 2.5 furlongs. Silver's Romana just about taking over from Muska, who's soon driven along. Ujuba's got every chance in the yellow jacket. Now on the right is No Compromise under a strong drive from Jimmy Fortune. Heading towards the final furlong or so. Silver's Romana on the far side from Ujuba. Then No Compromise. Muska is beaten now with 150 yards left to go. Silver's Romana from Ujuba. There's a big weight difference between the pairs. Well, 7 pounds as they race up towards the line. Silver's Romana is holding on from Ujuba. Ujuba's getting close, but not enough. Silver's Romana beats Ujuba. Back in third, No Compromise. Muska fourth, and finally Cockney Rhyme.
First number 5, Silver's Romana. Second number 1. Third number 3. Fourth horse is number 2.
So last of the runners going in, and Look Forward will be the last one to load. 6 furlongs the journey here. 2-year-olds in action. Look Forward completes the lineup, and they're off. With High Candy blowing the start rear just before the gate opened, and smartly into its stride is Cromwell Rose, Bernardino, Yellow Jacketed Lady Margot as well to the fore. Initially book your conference at Carlisle Racecourse Maiden Auction. Through the first furlong, Elusive Air is to the extreme right in the red, white and blue. Look Forward tracking the leaders with Senora Lobo, Pink Kappa, Pink Cadillac going the shortest way. Further back to Naughty by Choice, is being chased by Low Key Strike. Off the pace, the blue and red of Vision of Judgment, who's being chased by Team Challenge, and High Candy is playing catch-up. They run past the halfway marker. Cromwell Rose, Bernardino, Lady Margot in the yellow. Look Forward's just in behind them, then Senora Lobo, Pink Cadillac, Elusive Air. Then the orange colours are Low Key Strike just in behind them. El Rebel is trying to get competitive. They're inside the final quarter of a mile. Bernardino, Lady Margot, Elusive Air, Senora Lobo come in there with Low Key Strike. El Rebel starts to run to the extreme left in the black sleeves. Now they're inside the final furlong. Lady Margot down the centre. El Rebel looking green. Then Low Key Strike, Bernardino. One finishing in a hurry is Team Challenge to the near side. It is El Rebel, Lady Margot, Team Challenge in the run to the line. El Rebel does enough. El Rebel wins. Lady Margot second. Then Team Challenge tied other places. On the outside, Elusive Air, Low Key Strike to the inner.
First, number 11, El Rebel. Second, number 8. Third, number 5. And the fourth horse, number 1.
So Lady Sylvia is the last one in. They're set. they're off for the freebets.co.uk fillies handicap. Not a bad break made either by all 6 of these fillies. The best one from Silver's Romana, and She's Rosie, who's an established front runner in the red jacket, just trying to draw alongside Silver's Romana and takes over now. Lady Sylvia in the pink jacket is tracking them. Golden Acorn in the blue colours is sitting in a dispute of third. Just behind them then is the filly from Ireland, Guess Who, in the blue jacket and green cap. Ash Kalara on the inside. The dual course winner under Kathy Gannon as the runners head down the hill through the first 3.5 furlongs. She's Rosie by about a length from Silver's Romana in second. Close third on the near side is Golden Acorn. Travelling nicely is Lady Sylvia on the right as we look at them in the pink colours. Ash Kalara getting a nice toe through behind them, and weighted with is Guess Who under Michael Hussey as the ground levels out again now. And now they climb towards the last 3 furlongs. All of them going okay, you'd have to say. Possible exception of Golden Acorn, who's losing ground now. The other 5 beginning to bunch up. There's 1 or 2 of them travelling better than some of the others. Certainly Lady Sylvia on the right as we look at them is travelling nicely, but it's now Silver's Romana who just about takes over. Ash Kalara battling bravely on the knee side. Lady Sylvia on the far side is coming back for more as well. Guess Who has been left behind back in 4th, so too She's Rosie. And now Ash Kalara finding plenty for the whip, draws alongside Silver's Romana. Lady Sylvia on the far side is not done with yet. It's a 3-way go well inside the final furlong. Silver's Romana pulling out a bit more down the centre. Ash Kalara on the near side. Lady Sylvia, Silver's Romana just holds on from Lady Sylvia and above with the heads. Ash Kalara is back in 3rd. Then Guess Who, She's Rosie, and well beaten in the end, Golden Acorn.
Photo finish. Romana. Second, number 3. Third, number 4. The 4th placed horse, number 7.
Looks as though everyone is happy. So Fairy Mist is going to move forward and take his place into stall number 4. Last couple moving in. Little Indian moves forward. That's it. In the gate. And they're off. Fairy Mist and also the favourite, Who's That Chick, were just a little slow to go as they race a mile in the starspreads.com in-play trading handicap. Against the rail, Interact right up there together with Pick a Little. These are the first 2. Laguna Bell is the grey, also racing prominently now in 3rd position. Woolston Ferry in the dark blue, trapped out wide around that first dogleg turn, but will now have the inside rail as they go across the track. Fairy Mist at the moment is last and taking a keener hold, and Who's That Chick is last but 1, and also El Rebel with the noseband is throwing her head around and is not settling as they now race on towards the final 4.5 furlongs. So between horses, Pick a Little now just presses on. To the inside, Laguna Bell, and 3 wide is Interact. A break now of 2.5 lengths to Green Sword, racing in 4th position. Towards the outside, Little Indian is being ridden in 5th. Woolston Ferry coming down the hill in 6th. El Rebel, and then wide, Who's That Chick, beginning to challenge now on the far left as we look down the track. Fairy Mist will come against the inside rail, fanning out across the track into the dip, just over a 1/4 mile to go, and it is now Interact with Fairy Mist bursting right through on the inside. Pick a Little is still there, and on the wide outside, Who's That Chick? Still 4 of them virtually in line. It's Fairy Mist who went the shortest way against the inside rail. Who's That Chick begins to drift across in front of rivals here on the outside. El Rebel kicking the turbo in late, racing up towards that line. Who's That Chick? El Rebel, El Rebel. El Rebel may have just got the head bob, but it was close. El Rebel on the outside of Who's That Chick, and then Pick a Little, followed by Fairy Mist, and after these, Interact, the long-time leader.
The full result of our 5th race of the evening. The starspreads.com in-play trading handicap stakes. First, number 6, El Rebel. Second, number 4, Who's That Chick? Third, number 1, Pick a Little. And the 4th placed horse, number 7, Fairy Mist.
All the runners are in. Stand by. And they're off. A breakaway for the opener. This is the Download Our iPhone app Apprentice Jockeys Handicap Stakes. 1.5 a furlong on the Tapeta. Slow to gather stride is General Tufto, who's driven going in towards the opening bend. Approaching the corner, El Rebel was briefly short of a little racing room. Up front, Look On By has the lead by a small margin to the Irish Raider Rock Band in the yellow colours towards the outside. Then more back towards the fences, Blue Clumber in the dark blue and pink colours. Tortoise is between that one, and in 5th place towards the outside, black with the white spots, Key to Your Heart. It's about 3 to 4 lengths away then to find Carrera, who's running in 6th position. A VacuSafe Lady in the black and blazes behind that one. Then came Polydamas with Act 1 at Take 2. The pink and green colours of Stanlow has 3 horses behind currently. Super Seeker is 3rd from the back, El Rebel 2nd to last, and the slow to stride out General Tufto is the back marker. Approaching and inside half a mile to go from the finish, and Rock Band has grabbed a hold of this lead and raced on by a clear margin of a good 3 lengths on the turn back in. Rock Band the leader, Ben, by this margin over Key to Your Heart in 2nd. Tortoise has been scrubbed along in 3rd. Carrera's in 4th. When Look On By, VacuSafe Lady, and then came Carrera. Blue Clumber's on the inside and losing positions quite rapidly. El Rebel's trying to stay on, then Polydamas, and behind Polydamas is Stanlow. Behind Stanlow, Super Seeker, and General Tufto continues to be the back marker. Up front, push come to shove now on the leader, Rock Band. Here in the black and white colours comes Key to Your Heart. In the red down the outside is Carrera. Even wider still in black and yellow is El Rebel. Finishing on the inside is Act 1, Take 2. Inside the final furlong, Key to Your Heart joined on the wide outside by El Rebel, who's motoring home. And it's El Rebel under Becky Brisbane who's come through to win. El Rebel takes it from Carrera, and Act 1, Take 2, who fought out 2nd and 3rd. Then VacuSafe Lady and Key to Your Heart from Polydamas. Further back to Stanlow, and then came Super Seeker ahead of General Tufto, Look On By. Further behind those was Rock Band and Tortoise and Blue Clumber.
About to move forward now, goes into stall 2. And finally to the inside, Tuck It In Your Sock for the first division of the coral.co.uk handicap. 1 mile, 1.5 furlongs, a field of 11 in the gate. And they're off. And very reluctant to jump away was Flying Applause, who surrendered around about 8 lengths as he let them go. Tuck It In Your Sock towards the inside, Perseverant Pete, and towards the outside Hickster. These are the first 3. Poor Duke to the inside rail, racing in 4th. City of Angkor Wat in the orange is in 5th. To the rail, Catching Zeds in 6th, Stanlow with the cheek pieces, and between horses is Snow Dancer as they go into the turn. Sarlat next in the field with Hindsight, and as they go into the turn, Flying Applause, who blew the start, is now latching himself onto the tail of that leading group. It is Tuck It In Your Sock who leads them now to the back stretch, and they've got 3/4 of a mile ahead of them. Perseverant Pete racing in 2nd, then towards the outside, Hickster in 3rd, towards the inside, Poor Duke in 4th, and in 5th, Race the City of Angkor Wat. Then Stanlow 1.5 lengths away, with Catching Zeds towards the inside, as they race now on inside the final 4.5 furlongs, and Tuck It In Your Sock and George Challoner are now about 1.5 lengths clear. Perseverant Pete racing in 2nd. Then towards the inside, driven is Poor Duke, City of Angkor Wat between horses. Around there outside Hickster. Then the pink and green of Stanlow, followed by Snow Dancer. Then the yellow of Sarlat, who's creeping into contention as Catching Zeds now begins to lose ground. He's then being followed by Flying Applause, who's still trying to play catch-up, having blown the start, and tailing off is With Hindsight. Making the turn now, they've got just 2.5 furlongs to go, and it's, or 1.5 furlongs to go, and it's now wide open. Stanlow down the outside with Sarlat. Towards the inside is Hickster, trying to pick up City of Angkor Wat down the outside. Catching Zeds tries to rally, but it's Sarlat and Amy Scott towards the near side, who now have the lead. They're out in front by about 1.5 lengths to City of Angkor Wat.
Wat racing up towards the line, and it was just Salat who held on from City of Angkor Wat, and over on the far side that was Snow Dancer, and they pulled a little clear of Stanlow and the rest.
First, number 11, Salat. Second, number 1. Third, number 8. And the fourth placed horse, number 3.
Just now, Louisa Tetrazzini to come in. Check colours. Set to go here. And they're off. This for the Ladbrokes handicap. Racing away then and heading to the winning post first time. Bryant Park kicked alongside Dorman Star. These two are the early pacemakers, followed then by Bushy Glade on the outside, and the favourite sits fourth. Lord of the Storm, a good early position. With that one, Rio Yuma towards the inside. Grey Destiny from that wide out draw has got into sixth place there in the very early stages. Shamiana's against the rail, racing along next, and the others include Salat, who's mid-division now, racing just in behind the market leader, Lord of the Storm. Then after Salat races Katmai River. Katmai River is then tracked into the back straight by Super Seeker. Celestial Dawn is well down the field. Louisa Tetrazzini racing along in last place as they head on down the far side. They're already moving to the halfway stage and the 4 furlong marker in sight. Bryant Park with the advantage here from Norman Star in second place. They're tracked by Rio Yuma, who's still disputing third with Bushy Glade. On the outside, Grey Destiny travels up strongly, the Grey. He's followed through then by Salat, and behind him, market leader Lord of the Storm together with Shamiana against the inside running rail. Further back then to Katmai River, who's looking for racing room as well with Super Seeker, Louisa Tetrazzini and Celestial Dawn at the back end of the field with Katmai River as they head for home now. Bryant Park trying to fend them off here, leading narrowly from Norman Star. Grey Destiny and Salat down the wide outside. Favourites had to switch. Lord of the Storm now tries to come with a run between the Grey Destiny and Salat down the outside. Salat, Grey Destiny, Lord of the Storm not quite getting there at the moment. Salat this side of Grey Destiny. Salat in front from Grey Destiny. Salat wins it. Salat, Grey Destiny, Lord of the Storm. The three of them were nicely clear from Super Seeker and Celestial Dawn. Norman Star was sixth. The others were well beaten off. Katmai Rivers struggled home. So too as Louisa Tetrazzini and Shamiana.
The full result to our sixth race of the card, the Ladbrokes Handicap Stakes. First, number 9, Salat. Second, number 2, Grey Destiny. Third, number 1, Lord of the Storm. And the fourth placed horse, number 5, Super Seeker.
Rydell Lass. Stall 10 for her. Lexington Blue. And last in will be Tuck It in Your Sock. And they're off. They broke away. Slow to begin there was Lexington Blue, jumping awkwardly from stall number 8 in this, the bet in play at Coral Apprentices Handicap Stakes over 9.5 furlongs. Well away was Rydell Lass, and that one comes into the lead as they come up towards the jam stick the first time under Philip Prince. From on the inside, Red Hot Secret in the orange jacket, the black and red checkers, they went by us. In third position is Tuck It in Your Sock. Racing then in fourth is 30 points to 3 under Aaron Jones. Followed then around the bend by Candesta in the two-tone blue under Shelley Burkitt. Candesta's been tracked on the outside by Salat, Becky Brisbane in the yellow and black colours, and then Stanlow in the pink and green under Owen Walsh. Behind Stanlow then is the grey Buyout Boy, the mount of Tim Clark. Behind Buyout Boy then is Lexington Blue, who is slow to stride out. Second to last currently under Gary Mann, and then at the back marker is Snow Dancer and Toby Atkinson. They progress down the far side then, and it's Rydell Lass who has the lead. From Tuck It in Your Sock in second and Red Hot Secret back in third. Fourth place centre Candesta. The green and white colours behind him is 30 points to 3. Wider out on the track is Salat. Behind Salat then is Snow Dancer from Stanlow, Lexington Blue, and Buyout Boy is the final runner. They start to turn out of the far side and head now towards the final 3 furlongs of the contest. Rydell Lass has now dropped out of it as Tuck It in Your Sock and Josh Doyle have the lead, but now attended to towards the outside by Candesta. Even even wider still, 3 deep is Sarlad. About 2 lengths clear then from Stanlow, who's trying to come with an effort. 30 points to 3 is next in 5th. Top of the home run, Candesta has now got the lead under Shelley Burkett. Sarlat coming near side, Black Sleeves and Cap to put in the challenge now. Sarlat drew level with Candesta. Tuck it in your sock back in 3rd. Then 30 points to 3 and Stanlow inside the final furlong. And it's out in front here. Sarlat who's doing best in the closing stages. Tuck it in your sock, trying to rally. Sarlat, tuck it in your sock, tight. That's got very close in the end. Tuck it in your sock came back at Sarlat. 30 points to 3 was back in 3rd. Then Stanlow, Lexington Blue ahead of Candesta, Snow Dancer, Buyout Boy, way back to Red Hot Secret and Rydell Lass.
Here is a result of the photo finish for first place. First, number 3, Sarlat. Second, number 6. Third, number 5. And fourth, number 1.
Nine to 4 the firm, 11 to 4 Malimbi, 15 to 2 Lynn Gale. Cantara Castle goes in, the firm, and then it's just going to be Chilton House. Last race of the night set, and they're off. Adam Kirby's trying to get straight to the front on the firm in the bingo at Bet365 handicap, and the firm is at the front with Lynn Gale nose-banded to the outside in second. Malimbi settled in 3rd place, a white cap with on the outside Cantara Castle and the Derbyshire Racing colours, successful earlier on. Sumeda is in 5th ahead of Chilton House, the blue jacket ahead of then Rockwood and El Rebel. They were both here in action last night, and Mr. Chocolate Drop and Right Madam the back pair. So the firm having got to the front, Adam Kirby is eager to try and just steady it down a little bit with Lynn Gale and Shane Kelly on that filly on the outside. Malimbi, Franny Norton's only ride of the night, is in 3rd place, and these are on then from Cantara Castle and Tom Eves in 4th place, another 3/4 of a length back to Sumeda. And Sumeda is then followed in 6th by Chilton House, and then Rockwood, El Rebel, Mr. Chocolate Drop, and Right Madam as they run towards the half-mile marker in the final race of the evening. And the firm under his penalty for his win here on Tuesday under Adam Kirby. Just took a little look down there, Kirby, and on the outside is Lynn Gale with Malimbi now pushed along in 3rd as Cantara Castle just moves alongside and past. Then Chilton House ahead of Sumeda, El Rebel, Rockwood, Mr. Chocolate Drop, and a lot to do for Right Madam. And now Lynn Gale has attacked the firm and quite comfortably gone past the firm, who's now under the whip in 2nd spot and not really doing a great deal. Lynn Gale has kicked 4 lengths clear. Chilton House and Cantara Castle are in pursuit. It is Lynn Gale that has the advantage for Kristen Stubbs. Shane Kelly committing early from the firm far side. Chilton House, El Rebel is running another good race. Lynn Gale is paddling in front as they run towards the half furlong. El Rebel still gaining ground with Chilton House and Right Madam. El Rebel trying to come and grab the prize. It's still Lynn Gale. It's going to go to the judge again. Lynn Gale and El Rebel. Rockwood was staying on the inside with Cantara Castle, Chilton House, Right Madam from the back, and then Mr. Chocolate Drop, Malimbi. The firm, perhaps everything wasn't quite all well with him tonight. And finally, Sumeda.
Here is a result of the photo finish for first place. First, number 12, El Rebel. Second, number 2. Third, number 3. And fourth, number 7.
Just 2 to go then. The others loaded up pretty quickly. All in, set, and they're off for the final race of the day. The Bet Tote Swinger handicap. Sparky away pretty tidily, chased along by Tom Marquand to get prominent. On the outside, Yellow Jacket, Claude Greenwood in company with Steins coming prominent as well. Officer in Command and Goodwood Moonlight the Grey also up there as they set off at a very true-looking pace, the first 5. Breaking away by 3 or 4 to El Rebel. And then the old man Daniel Thomas ahead of Brigantian on her handicap debut. Then Breen Golf Birdie and Super Seeker. It's all a bit too quick for him at the moment. Chased along at the back by George Downing. That's a change of colours. The King Olaf Silks from around half an hour ago. Meanwhile, Sparky and Claude Greenwood match strides at the front. the front two, and a line of three with Steins on the outside of Officer in Command and Goodwood Moonlight following. The front five separated by a couple of lengths. Another two back to El Rebel, the yellow and black Luke Morris. Daniel Thomas next in the field under Dougie Costello, followed by Briganti and Jamie Spencer, dark green and white. Breen Golf Birdie, the black and white hooped sleeves. And in last position, as they get towards or near the half-mile marker, is Super Seeker. So, turning left-handed, Claude Greenwood on the outside at this stage as they come towards the final 3 furlongs with Sparky and then Goodwood Moonlight in behind. Officer in Command under the whip. Steins is dropping back now. El Rebel tries to stay on into it. Breen Golf Birdie, Daniel Thomas, Super Seeker, a lot to do. Brigantian is being eased, doing nothing at the back as they race inside the 2 furlong marker. Claude Greenwood on a quick return with the grey Goodwood Moonlight. Officer in Command challenging. El Rebel's got plenty of room over on the far side. Sparky, they're clear of Breen Golf Birdie. Running on, Goodwood Moonlight and Adam Kirby with Officer in Command, Salim Golem. El Rebel, Luke Morris on the inside. Claude Greenwood backs out of it. Officer in Command staying on all the time for Golem. El Rebel over on the far side. El Rebel, Officer in Command. El Rebel in front. El Rebel has repelled Officer in Command. Goodwood Moonlight third, clear of Claude Greenwood, Breen Golf Birdie. Daniel Thomas couldn't get into it. Ditto Super Seeker, Sparky weakened. Steins and Brigantian well behind.
The full result of the last race of the evening, the Bet Tote Swinger Handicap Stakes. First, number 2, El Rebel. Second, number 1, Officer in Command. Third, number 6, Goodwood Midnight. And the fourth horse, number 10, Claude Greenwood.
Zanukova comes forward. Pivotal Dream heads up towards store number 4. Zanukova's in. Here's Lutein Charlie. 10-year-old take his position in 6. The orange and blue of Sir Jamie to go to 10. Mohoob in the purple and yellow to 3, the last pair. Mohoob goes in. Sir Jamie's locked away. That's it, set. They're off. It's a mile the trip. Baboli Gardens dwells. Didn't lose too much ground, but is the last one away. As the red cab of Kodiak Lady against the running rail and Pivotal Dream in yellow and black colours, the first two to show. A white face of Sir Jamie, 3 off the running rail, is right up with them, and Mohu runs against the running rail. Lutein Charlie is next, and then King Julian, blue and yellow with white sleeves, against the running rail with Sarakova in stripes, followed through by Foil Side View in the orange with a white cap as they head into the back straight. And this is followed by Zed Candy Girl in company with Baboli Garden. Stanley's 2 lengths off those in company with Castaner. In fact, it's just gone past it and is the back marker. Be a good 12 lengths first to last. It's a 2-length lead for Kodiak Lady down the back straight. Pivotal Dream second. Mohu 1 length further back in third place. Sir Jamie a half behind that in fourth. These are followed by Lutein Charlie, driven along, but now begins to make progress. And then comes Foil Side View from Sarakova, going past King Julian. Baboli Gardens way back with Stanley at this stage. Zed Candy Girl between those as they turn on towards home. Castaner is the back marker. In front, Lutein Charlie, the good old 10-year-old, has come to take it up now. Goes on, Kodiak Lady battling away against the running rail. Pivotal Dreams a length off those in third, and then comes Mohoob. They are followed in by Sarakova. Sir Jamie under pressure. Zed Candy Girl. Baboli Gardens continues to be well back. They level up. Kodiak Lady on the right, still battling on well. Lutein Charlie down the centre. The noseband then. Pivotal Dream. Mohoob in the purple and yellow behind those. Then Sir Jamie heading down towards the winning post now. Pivotal Dream. The yellow and black has come through to take it up, and she's in front at the line. Lutein Charlie second. Sir Jamie in third. Pace out of Kodiak Lady fourth.
First, number 9, Pivotal Dream. Second, number 8. Third, number 13. And fourth, number 5.
So 2 left to go. Roman in the gloaming goes forward now. Evens 1 heart. And 1 heart will be the last one to go forward here against the rail. We're set to race. And they're off and racing. And One Heart very sharply away. Roman in the Gloamin was the one who missed the break. This is the first of their 6 furlongs. The BB Food Service EBF Maiden Stakes underway. One Heart on the rail then. Now challenged by Navajo Dawn towards the outside, who's coming down the hill quite freely. In third place is Al Watton Sound. A little gap then to Grimbold, who's racing on the outside of Feel Good Factor. And Roman in the Gloamin still the back marker as they all move up against this near side running rail. They're getting quite well strung out now. Grimbold's under pressure back in 5th place. The leader is Navajo Dawn, definitely in front from One Heart. They're stalked by Al Watton Sound in the blue and white jacket. Just in behind those, Feel Good Factors, Red Cap. And then plugging on is Roman in the Gloamin, who's gone past Grimbold. And now on the rail, One Heart has popped a more serious question to try and get past Navajo Dawn, who's running well. Al Watton Sound out in the middle of the track, racing with his head to one side slightly, not really going through with it. And this is One Heart who has burst clear, shaken off Navajo Dawn in taking style, and One Heart a quick across the card double here for trainer Mark Johnson. One Heart has done that really well, beats Navajo Dawn and Al Watton Sound back in 3rd.
Bravo Faisal moves forward, last one safely in, 7 furlong start. And off and racing, and quite slow away, Bravo Faisal and Swift Approval as they race through the first furlong of this Free Tips Daily on AtTheRaces.com handicap Division 2. So with 6 furlongs to travel, it's One Heart and Quick Recap who make the running with a length back away. In 3rd place, Plath, who's quite keen. A further 3 parts to Thunder Road, the green and orange. Lofty's in the purple, then the yellow and dark blue of With Promise, the black and red mid-division, Swift Approval. Further length back to BPC on the inside of the Quinto. Then Bravo Faisal, the noseband, and the light blue cap of Secondo brings up the rear, and a good 8 lengths off the pace setters as they head well down the far side, and they're inside the last 4 furlongs. Making the running in the light blue, it's One Heart, closely attended by the maroon cap of Quick Recap. Then the length back to Plath, who's half a length in front of Thunder Road. Further length to the purple and white of Lofty, racing on the outside of With Promise. And as they pass the 3, the next in the field is La Quinto on the inside. But it's One Heart who will lead them into the straight under Franny Norton, closely attended by Richard Kingscote and Quick Recap, with a length back to Plath, who's shaken along on the inside by Kieran Fallon, and then Thunder Road. They're the first 4 as they swing for home. One Heart still narrowly in front from Quick Recap. Plath on the right, then on the left, Lofty's making ground. Thunder Road staying on, and from the back, La Quinto, that one's stablemate, also making progress, but One Heart's made most of the running, has kicked again, but La Quinto's bursting out of the pack and will be a late challenger, racing up towards the line. It's One Heart from La Quinto, also With Promise is finishing well. One Heart all out at the line, looks to have just held La Quinto With Promise, and then came Plath and Bravo Faisal, another who caught the eye late.
For Once in My Life and Treaty of Dingle. And Treaty of Dingle were with her last to go. There's Bombardier British Hopped Amber Beer claiming stakes. All in. They're off. 7 furlongs ahead of them for Once in My Life from a wide draw. Dropped in pale blue cap and bustled along in rear as they go into the turn. Kumasi green jacket is the first to show. 2 Lethal Lunch, the grey, with owner mate One Heart, the orange cap, racing out wide. And Bolden in a red sleeve jacket bustled up towards the inner of Revolutionary Man as they start off across the far side. And then Dancing Raven, a striped jacket with For Once in My Life closer to the rail, and between that pair, Highest Mountain in the yellow and back, and Treaty of Dingle, yellow cap at the back of the field. Getting inside the last half mile then, and towards the halfway point, led by Kumasi, bearing left-handed to One Heart and Lethal Lunch. Revolutionary Man in the red headgear racing wide of the pushed along in Bolden For Once in My Life against the rail. Further back to Highest Mountain, a yellow jacket and a break of a couple of lengths to the trailers. Dancing Rave ridden along with Treaty of Dingle. Heading now towards the last quarter mile, and Lethal Lunch, the greys, having to work hard in behind us. Up ahead, One Heart and Joe Fanning press on for home here, kicking on on from the pace-setting Kumasi. Lethal Lunch is now in the clear, but has got 3 lengths to find. Then Revolutionary Man in the headgear, away to the left. The nose banded, Highest Mounted is running on, but the bird has surely flown here because One Heart is away and gone and stretching clear as they race down deep inside the final furlong, stretching right away to win emphatically for Middleham Park. One Heart from Highest Mountain running on late into third. Dancing Rave just ahead, a Revolutionary Man.
The outcome to the second race is first number 3, One Heart. Second number 4, third number 6, and the fourth placed horse number 5.